We're back. My name is Craig Friedberg. You're watching Attorneys Forum. I'm a consumer protection attorney here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And with me, our special guest this afternoon is Alan Woodman of Sidekick Publications. Mr. Woodman has a vast knowledge of martial arts and is a publisher of how many did you say different?
40 titles of books, and we have about 22, 23 DVDs currently.
Okay. Now, one of the things that we were talking about in the break was that there are a real difference out there between real dojos, which are schools that are specifically set up to allow people to learn a particular form or style of martial arts,
right,
and then to progress in that and get various colored belts as they progress. And then what you've called the Mac dojos, or fake dojos, I guess.
They're real dojos, but they have those McDojos really refer to people who pretty much sell their ranking and sell their material.
All
so you pay. For example, I do know of certain schools that actually have. If you come for X amount of hours, then you're automatically promoted to that rank when you pay that promotion test fee.
Right.
But you're never held back for any reason. So as long as you have those X amount of hours, and it has nothing to do with the quality of your learning. So they're not saying, well, when you're proficient at this level, we'll advance you. They're just like, oh, you've got 24 hours. You're going on to the next rank, and that'll keep going until you get to black belt.
Right.
Some people don't even know they run a McDojo, believe it or not, but most do.
Now, is there a minimum number of hours, regardless of your skill level, that you must have in order to progress?
There's no minimum or maximum. It's really that's the wonderful thing about martial arts is it's such an individualist sport or activity because it's all based upon the individual's ability to learn or grab the conceptual understanding of what's happening, what they need to do and how they need to do it. Your body type, my body type are two different, and other people have different body types and different understandings, different way of thinking. So, just by us being different people, we learn differently.
Right.
So, a good quality school will bring each person to the level they need to be at,
Okay.
And other schools don't. So.
All right. And looking at this from the consumer protection side, are there certain kinds of questions that a potential student can ask when they go into a martial arts facility to really find out whether this is a true, legitimate dojo or one of those McDojos?
There's several questions. First of all, before you even go to that, I would like to tell everybody who's listening that, if you're looking for a martial arts school, first of all, not all martial arts are the same. Not all Kung Fu is the same. Not all karate is the same. Not all Taekwondo is the same. There's Korean arts and Japanese arts and Chinese arts and Indonesian arts and, Filipino arts. They come from everywhere.
Right.
And each have their own different style and way of doing things. So you have to pick a martial art that best applies to you, your way of thinking, your body type, the way it is, the way you believe. Aikido is the world's only passive martial art. So if you're a pacifist, do Aikido, because that's a passive martial art. It's a wonderful art to learn. If you are interested in weaponry, do Filipino arts. Other arts have weapons as well, but stick and knife fighting and swords. That's all Filipino stuff. If you're interested in tradition and history and culture, then let's do like a Chinese art or something. It all depends on what you're looking for and what you're really interested in. The first couple of questions, what you need to do after you've asked yourself that main question, what do I want? You have to ask the instructor, first of all, where did he get his certification from? And then you need to do your background check and find out if that's true. And it can't be, I learned from some mysterious Asian man that only spoke his Asian language that I don't speak, and I'm now a 10th degree black belt in something. It's a little insane, and that's actually a true story that was told. So there are those out there. Ask him who his instructor was. Ask him how long he's been training. I'll be honest with you. If he's under 40 and he's over 6th degree black belt or 7th degree black belt, red flag. Straight up red flag. And there are schools that have. I know 25-year-olds that are, 8th degree black belts and 10th degree blacks, and those come from McDojos, or they got their belts not in the correct manner. They paid for them, or what currently happens a lot today is that people who own schools or are in martial arts, they join these associations or these groups, and it's kind of a nepotism kind of thing going on where because he's my buddy, I'm going to do a test. He's going to promote me, and I'll do one next year and 2 years later and the year after that. And so by the time he's 30, he's a 10th degree black belt or something, which is a little insane, but there's thousands and thousands of these people. So, find out the qualifications of your instructor. Find out about the school. Look on Yelp. Ask around the neighborhood. Hey, have you had any problems with the school? Ask the businesses that are side of it. There's lots of ways that you can do your own homework and find out about the instructor and the school. And then, of course, the last one is always the best. Ask the students who go there.
Right.
So,
is there a monthly, or an annual fee that one pays to learn
some
at these
schools,
schools?
most schools do month to month. A lot of schools do contractual, which means you're on a payment schedule and you have to pay. And a lot of them even do we've got your credit card and bank information. We're going to do an automatic withdrawal, and those are contracted. And whether you stay or not, they're taking that money out of your account. So that's
Something like gyms
yes,
have
yeah,
been known
just
to do.
like gyms. And I know you've had problems about that, right?
Exactly. In fact, that's what I was going to say, which brings me to, from the legal consumer side, is that if you end up joining one of these schools, you absolutely need to make sure that you read any written contract that they put in front of you and read it really carefully, because if you don't understand anything in that contract, don't sign it. Ask them to explain it to you. Find out exactly. And one of the things that people kind of often skim over is the most important part, which is not only the amount. Everybody looks to that, but how you're going to be paying it, what your obligations are in paying it, what their responsibilities are, and whether you can get out of that contract. Things happen. People have the best of intentions. They want to. They know they want to go in
lose
there.
their jobs,
Exactly.
or they have family emergencies that take up their money,
Right.
or they have other financial responsibilities to their family that they need to take care of too. So
Right.
it's all encompassing. And when we come back, I'll even discuss something more that you'll probably find interesting. And
All right.
It's about legally. It's a legal thing.
Okay, great. And also one of the things I do want to ask you about is the subject matter of many of the publications and DVDs that
Sure.
you're doing.
Oh, yeah,
All right?
sure, no problem.
All right. My name is Craig Friedberg. I'm a consumer protection attorney right here in Las Vegas. With me is Alan Woodman, and you're listening and watching Attorneys Forum. We'll be right back.